boards and bricks and things. But is it possible to control your body in such a way that you can actually circumvent the bleeding process? Well, we didn't think so either until we met Dominic Giacobbe.
What we do here is called tongue sudo. Basically, it's been practiced in Korea for over 2,000 years. It's the original, the traditional method of Korean karate.
Defense! Yes, sir!
Karate, a lot of people think of it as just because of what they see on movies and TV. They think of it as just a way of beating somebody up. But actually, it's very good for peace of mind, making a person more calm, more confident. When I grew up in New York, it was very, tough times, and we was, subject to a lot of street things. And when I moved to Jersey, I met a very well-known, famous karate master who also taught Chuck Norris. It was mistakenly, my idea was to be a tough guy, and he made me more calm, peaceful, and taught me a lot about the art. First, you have to master the body before you have to master the mind, which would take an average person 5 to 7 years of in-class training. And then additional another 5 to 7 years after that of training with the concentration. It took me about 7 years of concentrated practice before I was able to attempt the first feat, which I did. These techniques were developed about 2,000 years ago, and the smaller kingdom learned these methods of concentration, how a warrior can go into battle and not bleed, and a warrior could control his bleeding and control his pain and be very successful. Through the concentration, again, you can increase power and make yourself stronger than your natural power. And what I do as a demonstration is pulling a van or a truck with my teeth. Yeah, I'm a little more weight.
5 people inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Go!
Is that guy for real? Take me.
To research and to teach troubled teenagers the value of self-discipline and concentration.
He has received numerous commendations and awards for his work and national acclaim for his talent. Please welcome Master Dominic Giacobbe.
A razor-sharp dagger will play a part in Master Giacobbe's demonstration of how tongue sudo can be used to exceed the body's normal limitations and capabilities.
In order to master the concept of mind over matter, a student of this martial art must learn the ancient techniques that combine the mind and body together into one entity. It is a process of meditation, concentration, and superb physical conditioning.
2 steel spokes will also be used in Master Giacobbe's demonstration.
When I pierce my arms with the spokes, this is a very old technique of concentration which was used in battle over 2,000 years ago. When a warrior was in battle and received an injury, he didn't have a doctor to go to help stop the bleeding. So he had to use his concentration or his ki power.
power has been defined as a fundamental component of the universe, the force that keeps us alive, the power of the spirit and mind which we all possess but only rarely use. Ki power is tapped through meditation and can have an extraordinary physical effect.
Master Giacobbe uses his ki power to eliminate pain and prevent bleeding when the spokes pierce his skin.
When I pierce my arms, through the meditation, I do not feel the pain at all, and through the breathing, I slow my heartbeat down and control myself from bleeding. I can control the bleeding in most any instant, except if I were to pierce a major vein or artery. I want to remind everyone watching that what I am doing is very dangerous. It has taken me over 12 years of training before I was mentally and physically able to perform any of these feats. Please do not try these feats at home.
2 buckets filled with water will now be hung from the spokes.
Now, Master Giacobbe will balance himself on the blades of the daggers.
And now, the final feat, suspending his 9-year-old daughter, Kimberly Giacobbe, above the daggers.
Amazing.
Assistants will now carefully remove the water-filled buckets. Not a drop of blood can be seen on Master Giacobbe's arms, and his feet have not been injured by the daggers.
Steel spokes will now be carefully removed. Still, there is no bleeding. Now the other arm.
Master Dominic Giacobbe.
In that all-American quest for a competitive edge, at least one NFL head coach is betting on a foreign import. It's a form of karate known as Tung Soo Do. Now, if you're wondering how karate can help a team win on Sunday, you're not alone. So we sent out Andrea Kramer to see what it was all about.
Here in this dojo, learning the ancient martial art of Tung Soo Do are some rather large individuals who look as if they can already take pretty good care of themselves. Their arena is the National Football League, and Philadelphia Eagles head coach Buddy Ryan believes the skills his linemen and linebackers learn in this dojo will help give them the upper hand on defense.
When I stepped out there, I felt silly because it was 11-year-old kids with black belts around their waist. And, second-degree black belts at that age. I felt like, hey, if I kick one time, I might fall and they may laugh at me. And see, I'm uncoordinated. But after a while, as we got into it, it felt real comfortable.
It'll teach me to try to use my quickness and to think a little bit faster and using my hands. I'm definitely a believer. I think it's beneficial in this just short time that I've been doing it. I've learned so much. Football has gotten more to be like hand-to-hand combat these days. When you're double teamed, if you just want to try to use brute force a lot of times against someone, it's not going to work. So the person who's able to use leverage in their hands quickly with the best hand speed is a lot of times going to be able to win.
We're going to start with the right hand. We're going to go over, under, and then going to go to your left side. Let's go. In the martial arts, we always use the person's weakness or the person's weight against themselves. So what I did was I designed certain breakouts or takedowns or moves to make the player use a technique against the force. Reggie, you're going to grab. And Kenny, you're going to break out. Nice job, nice job.
All right, way to move, good job.
The lessons learned in Master Giacobbe's dojo find their application right here on the team's practice field. Defensive line coach and fellow karate student Dale Haupt sees to that personally.
Well, that's one good way of getting off the block, okay? Called the double hand twist, okay? Go to your left, all right, on hike, let's go. Hike! Okay.
The Eagles unveiled their new breed of defender in the first week of the 1987 season, and the benefits of Tung Soo Do were apparent.
Back goes Doug Williams, head sacked back at the 30. Eagles pick up the football, running with it downfield, Reggie White.
One thing with karate is going to help is the endurance of my legs. A ball player needs his legs. If he don't have his legs, then he hasn't got anything.
Touchdown, Reggie White. Reggie White has probably never run this far in his life.
What the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. And the lessons learned in this dojo are helping the Eagles on defense.
Well, the hydrants are open out there, gang. It's 90 degrees out there today for the 5th straight day. Looks like it's going to be 90 for another 2. There's no relief in sight.
This afternoon, huh? Yeah, since it's this quiet, maybe we'll get a chance to go check on the club, huh?
The dynamic duo that you're about to meet come from a city and grew up in the street. They like to think of it as the city of brotherly love. A title these streets aren't worthy of. There were two guys who just couldn't understand it, so they united their skills to fight the underhanded. They stand against corruption and they stand against deceit. They fight with their hands and they fight with their feet. The one up, the one up, the one up, the one up, oh, 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 the one up. Wait a minute. They don't always abide by the law. Their methods are crude and their methods are wrong. They don't know the meaning of defeat, and they never stop to think about the word retreat. So if you're thinking about breaking the law, it's a roll of the dice. Whether you're hurting somebody or pulling a heist, it'll It'll never work out the way that you planned it, 'cause you're sure to be stopped by the one-up bandits. The one-up, the one-up. They always seem to stay one-up. Oh, the one-up. Oh, they think it's a shame and they think it's a pity. All the crime and corruption going on in their city. So now there's a reason for the unjust affair. Just a thought that the one-up bandits are near. They're one-up. They're one-up. Oh, no, no, one-up. One-up, one-up. Oh, the one-up. No one knows their identities, but that keeps them one-up on all their enemies. Only the meek and the humble know who they are, and whenever they're needed, they're never too far. 'Cause whenever there's trouble or if ever there's crime, they unite their bodies and they unite their minds. They're one-up, one-up, my one-up, one-up. Oh, they're one-up, one-up, they're one-up. Now there'll be a card placed on their victim's chest, just as if it were fitted, with a small message saying the one-up bandits did it. That keeps them one-up. Oh, they're one-up.